Welcome to the Mediocre Moms podcast. And of course, somebody's dribbling the ball, so I'm going to have to start again.
You don't have to.
Well, you know what? Welcome to the podcast. I forgot what I was going to talk about today, so hold on. Okay, so this is what I was going to talk about is how to include self-care in our days as moms. So for the podcast today, I'm going to talk about how to include self-care in our days every single day as a mom. Okay, so I have a question for you. If your child is in daycare, you get off work at 4, your 2.5-year-old, 3-year-old, so not a little infant who really needs their mom, but a child who can enjoy playing outside, enjoy being with people, things like that. So your 3-year-old is in daycare and they finish at 6 p.m. You get off work at 4, drive through traffic, so you're around the daycare area at 5. That's close to your house. What time should you pick your child up? Da-da-da-da. The answer, if you're a mediocre mother, is 5:55, just before 6 p.m. The reason is you miss your child more than your child misses you. So if you have a child who's at school and having fun, don't feel any guilt about grabbing a coffee, reading a book, going to get your nails done, or anything like that, because you need to take care of yourself. When you're happy, and I'm going to add the link to this because there's something I read or listened to, not quite sure which was talking about how mom's happiness is really what makes kids have a great childhood, how happy their moms were. I'm going to find it and I'm going to post the link in the comments. And I want you to know that it's okay that your child is happy. You'll see, because when you grab them, they'll either not want to live with you or they'll just be happily playing. If you know they're happy, you don't need to get them in a rush. Wait till the end of daycare, wait till the end of school, and then do something for you in between that time. Or if it's not for you, you could always go home first and cook dinner without interruption. You could always go clean, because I calculated my time to clean my shower by myself is about 15 minutes for the whole bathroom. My time to clean when my kids are home is about 35. So look at the difference. You could go clean your house first real quick by yourself. You could do a quick grocery run. You could sit in your car and read a book, or you could go get your nails done. Don't have nails like mine. Mine are like this because I also deal with babies. I'm a postpartum doula and sleep trainer, so I don't want to have long nails when holding little babies and stuff. But when I'm off, I do like a gel manicure. Bottom line is, don't pick them up too early. Let them have fun, and then you also take care of yourself. So that's one thing you could do that is going to help you include self-care in your everyday. Second thing to include self-care in your everyday, you know how you get home and you wait until the kids are done completely before you start like your shower or your night routine or anything? Sometimes you don't have to wait. Depending on the age of the kids, there's usually like a period, either it's like before dinner or it's after dinner. There's like 20-30 minutes where the kids are just like hanging out, relaxing and all that. You could squeeze a shower in that time, or you could put your mask on while reading a book to your kid. Or even better, which I've done, you could have big brother reads the book to little sister, and then you'll just listen, so you don't have to actually do the reading. You can outsource, okay? Those are the things that are going to help you as a mediocre mom to be happy. You need to be happy. You deserve it. So those are 2 points. To make the podcast worthy, I think I need to add another point. The thing is, I actually bought a mic. So I bought this mic off Amazon and I got it like 2 weeks ago, and I just don't know where it is. I don't remember where I put it, but I know it would have been great to have that mic now so I wouldn't be shouting. You can't tell, but I'm literally shouting to make sure that the volume is good. So just bear with me. Okay, so since I forgot, but I had written down everything I wanted to talk about for this episode, I'm just going to check the other thing. Oh, here's another thing. Don't cheer every single thing your kids do. So when they're young, they do something new, great. You go, yay! When they're older, you don't need to be a commentator. You know how it is with like sports when you watch and they go play by play? Oh, wow, now he's doing this. Now he's doing this. Now he's doing this. Your kids don't need a commentator in life, because what's going to happen is in the beginning, you're cheering because they're only doing a couple of things. As they grow, they do very many things. All of them are great, to be honest. Like, kids are great. Now, if you keep cheering, they depend on that. And now, if you have multiples, or if you have them and they're all doing many different things, you're going to be cheering all day. So this is what I do. Like my middle one, he always wants me to look. So I look at about 2 things. And then I'll tell him when he's like, Mom, look. I'm like, you know what? You should also do things for your own joy. Whether I'm looking or I'm not looking, you're still proud of what you've done, right? Great. So that's good enough. So try to not interfere. Sometimes they don't even say look. They're doing art on the table and you come by, oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. This is so great. This is this. If you keep doing that, then that's how they judge whether their things are good or not. And then when you're in a bad mood or whatever, they don't get that. They feel like they didn't do a good job. Guess what? You're actually giving them low self-esteem because they're looking for pleasure and happiness and I forget how you say it, when somebody is looking for acknowledgement or applause. They start looking for that from the outside, from outside sources, when they should be looking for that acceptance and excitement about their things from themselves. So you might think you're doing them a favor by cheering every single move, but you're exhausting yourself and you're teaching them to depend on other people for their joy. So if they're doing art, you don't have to pass there and commentate all their moves. They are doing their own thing. You do your own thing. Get your own stuff to do or do nothing, but take that time to just do something else. You can pass by and be like, oh, wow, that's great. Or I see you're busy. Awesome. But then don't go with, oh, look at the curve. Oh, I have never seen such a beautiful, unless it's once in a while. Don't get them used to every single thing has to have your applause or your signature on it. It's going to help you and it's going to help them. So that's one thing you can do that will help include self-care in every single day. Oh, another thing, when they're looking, I say, hey, okay, so you have about 5 looks for today that I could look at. Is this worth that look? Do you want to spend a look on this? And then my son will be like, no, I'll call you when it's really important. And then now he judges, like, which one do I need judgment from outside? Which one can I judge for myself? And that really like empowers him. Okay, another thing for how you can include self-care in your routine every day. This is like mental self-care. Your kid comes home with homework. You don't know what it is or how to do it or anything. What do? What I do is I tell them, I'm going to write a note on your homework that you tried to do it and you don't know how, so your teacher can help you tomorrow. So I'm not doing kids' homework. I already went to school. I am not doing homework. When we do meet your teacher, I think it's what it's called, when they're about to start school, a new grade, when they're about to go to a new grade and you meet the teacher to get to know them a little, I usually tell them at that point, like, if the homework is too difficult, I'm not going to try to complete it with my kid. I'm just going to send them back to you. And it's not even just to save me time. It's also the teacher needs to know where is your kid getting stuck so that they can help them. And then another way, your kid also needs to know that they can deal with their own problems. They can go to the teacher tomorrow and be like, I don't know how to do this. Could you help me? Or they can suffer without asking for help, feel how it is when they suffer without asking for help, and learn to use their voice to ask for help next time. It's really a win-win for everybody. You get your time, the teacher gets to know where the student's getting lost, And the student gets to know the value of talking and asking, because this is what's going to happen. Either they're going to figure it out for themselves, because maybe asking you to do homework was because they didn't want to be bothered, they didn't want to finish their homework, or they wanted to spend time with you. So when they know that's not going to work, and you'll spend time with them in a good way, not struggling over homework, they'll either figure it out and actually do the homework, or they'll take it to school. Taking it to school will mean they'll have two things of homework to do the next day. Either they'll finish that at school and then come back with the regular homework, or they'll be taught, and maybe that's during their lunch break when they want to go play. So they'll really understand, like, okay, next time if I want to avoid all this drama of going back to the teacher, being taught again during my lunch, missing play, all those things, let me just ask when the homework is given. During the class, let me just find out what I don't know now and avoid all that. And guess what? You get a child who's independent. So, yeah, it wouldn't be mediocre of me if I didn't stop the podcast instead of going yapping for an hour. But I just want you to know, just like you, I'm trying here.